So last night, in my dreams, I woke up immediately and I said to my mom, I said to her, I now come to the realization why they can't sue me or have not sued me up until this point is because of the discovery stage of a lawsuit, which is a big portion of everything that's going on with Candace, TBUSA, a lot of podcasters, a lot of people choosing to use their platforms to advocate. You know, there's always lawsuits thrown around, but lawsuits always don't come to fruition. It's just a word that they throw around to inflict fear, to get you to stop saying your truth, to get you to stop speaking, to get you to stop advocating. And so I think it's quite interesting, the unraveling, how everything is unfolding in reference to that. Because generally speaking, when you're coming from people in very prominent positions that carry a very powerful position in the community, in the government, in agencies, and, you know, monetarily carry a very high positioning, typically they'll throw out lawsuits pretty quickly. I've seen it firsthand. And so it's shocking to me, quite frankly, that I haven't been hit with one. But there's not much they can sue me for. I don't have much. Furthermore, I think a big portion of it is what is discovery. And discovery is a formal legal process where both sides exchange information and evidence before the trial. It's not the trial, it's not a ruling, it's not proof of who is right, it is fact gathering. It's the fact gathering phase. Think of it as, show me what you have so we can see what the case is actually about, right? Why discovery exists. Courts require discovery to prevent surprise evidence at trial, to force transparency. They created a phase of discovery to force transparency because we live in a world, unfortunately, where people can be subpoenaed and still they don't present the facts, they don't present the evidence, and furthermore, they don't present truth. They'll actually lie on paper. I've seen that too. Clarify disputed facts, narrow the issues, encourage settlement if appropriate. The legal system assumes fairness where the legal system is supposed to assume fairness, requiring both sides to see the evidence. Main types of discovery, interrogation. Interrogatories, written questions one party sends to the other, you must answer under oath. State all facts supporting your claim. Identify every person with knowledge of this event. Whew, there's a plethora of people with knowledge in there. Requests for production, request documents, emails, texts, contracts, records, screenshots, logs. Oh yeah, they don't want to be put in a pickle for that. Oh lordy. Emails, bank statements, internal communications, policies, surveillance footage often come into play. I would bet so. Request for admission. Statements from the other side must admit or deny. Admit you received the email on March 3rd. Admit you terminated plaintiff on X date. Admit you didn't know what the FMLA was. Admit those screenshots exist, because I can tell you they do. 100% can tell you they do. I put my hand on the Bible on that one. Subpoenas used to obtain information from third parties, banks, employers, agencies, etc. What discovery is not. Discovery is not proof of corruption automatically, confirm targeting automatically, guaranteed hidden evidence will surface. It means someone is guilty, and that's the thing is discovery doesn't necessarily mean hidden evidence will surface. Not in this state of the age, not this day, unfortunately, because the system is so controlled by corruption and deception. It's unfortunate. Emotional reality of discovery, overwhelming, invasive, exhausting, and triggering because everything becomes documentation, but legally it is structured, not chaotic. You know, important clarification. Discovery is not a spiritual sign. It's a validation of personal experience, a confirmation of injustice. And see, that's the thing. I'm to a place now where it's like, what will be, what will be. You know, I do have intentions on fully putting my story out there, a blueprint and everything. But I'm still unraveling it. Every day I grow closer to figuring out the full broader picture of it and the way that God has designed it to come out. You know, I don't have control. They don't have control. He controls the rings. Whether people believe it or not, it's not for me to worry myself what people believe, what people perceive, what people deflect or project. Because so often enough, we're put in a world now where people have made choices and decisions to acquire whatever it is that they've acquired that they're not too proud of. Furthermore, on the other side of that coin, people have been coerced or blackmailed to be a part of said different operations and whatever the case might be, based off falsified communication, falsified evidence, and things of that nature. And so there's just very many different sides to the coin, and there's so many people that land in this said operation that we're all in right now, on whatever side they choose to land, because there's free will in that. And you have the power within yourself to decide from this moment forward, from this day forward, where you're going to land on truth. If you're going to land on somebody that decides to stand up against injustice, stand up against horrific crimes, stand up to being gaslit, stand up to the truth of Charlie Kirk coming out, stand up for the victims of Epstein, and not normalize pedophilia. If not only for you, but for your kids' sake, for your grandkids' sake, for your legacy. You know, I look back on my 23andMe and read about different people in my lineage, we're talking 6-7 generations down the road, and settle, you know, how they operated and settling in different areas of the country and battling different things like that. And so all of these types of things play a part into your lineage, and your generations before you want you, oh, my back just did that, to fight for what's right. I can assure you of that. They want you to be on the right side of this. They do indeed. Because the inevitable is the inevitable. The fall is the fall. The revolution is a revolution, whatever that looks like for you or for the world. That's outside of our control. When you get to a world where there's so much demonic and evil in your everyday life, in which there is right now, it's really important to hone in on yourself, on your peace, and try to pick your battles and look at the full picture of it in reference to where you can battle, where you can make change, where you can change the trajectory of your future, what you want to stand on in reference to your forward trajectory for your children and their children, and so on and so forth. And so I hope this video resonated. But yeah, just a fun fact regarding discovery. I think that there's a lot of people sitting in a pickle in reference to this portion of it. I would say TPUSA is probably one of them too. I love you guys. Have a great day.